Hey everyone, so it's Monday, October 10th. It's also World Mental Health Day. And it was on my heart to share a bit about mental health, particularly within the music industry. It'd also be really hard for me not to talk on this when I produced an entire album around healing hearts and learning self love if I wasn't going to talk about mental health. Within the music industry, the statistics are staggering. There's a 2018 Music Industry Research Association study that showed 50% of musicians have depression, where in the general population it's less than 25%, and 12% of musicians have suicidal thoughts, which is about 4 times more than the general population. A 2019 study showed that 73% of independent musicians battle stress, anxiety, and depression. So, what does this all mean? Well, the way that I think about it is artists are able to often capture these tapestry of emotions and feelings and the depth of them. And we hear beautiful music that we can connect with. And maybe we're feeling those things for an instant, where a musician can connect often to those feelings because it's something that they're struggling with on a daily basis. I can speak for myself that, and I've written about this before, and I feel like I've been fairly candid, but here's another opportunity. In 2008, I was diagnosed with something called generalized anxiety disorder. That, in a nutshell, might mean that I'm anxious. Um, and just because I had the diagnosis doesn't mean that I hadn't been struggling with it prior to that. So it's something that I had learned to live with. It manifested in a lot of different forms. I had a few different forms of eating disorders, racing thoughts, rumination, staying awake at night. It's something that I've learned to live with as something that it's kind of like this noise that will just play in the background, and I can get that background noise to diminish. I don't know if it will ever truly go away, but I've learned to live with it. However, I also had resources. I was able to get therapy. I've worked with coaches over the years. And recently, I've realized that as an adult, things that I've been dealing with in childhood are now manifesting in other ways. So I'll be going back through therapy even without a diagnosis. I still have some differing mental health needs. But I'm able to get those resources. I feel very fortunate. I feel at times very privileged to be a musician and have the ability to go get therapy when needed. I think there might be a misconception that musicians can use their music as a form of therapy. And yes, for sure, musicians write and we're able to release our feelings, our emotions, our thoughts, just like journaling or any other form of writing or self expression. It's one piece of a larger puzzle, particularly when you're dealing with deep mental health needs. It is not the only solution, is one puzzle piece and a broader picture. And I think that sometimes gets lost, that we're able to solve our mental health needs purely through writing. On that note, there is a wonderful organization in Nashville called Music Health Alliance. They're based in Nashville. I've gone to them for insurance needs. They've been wonderful. They helped me at a time when I was going from private insurance to needing a different form of insurance, and they walked me through that entire process, and they were wonderful. They also have a fund set up for musicians with regard to mental health needs. If you are interested in helping musicians, helping those people that fuel the soundtrack of your life and helping them out in the mental health area, I suggest that you donate. It is a worthy cause. I'm blessed to be surrounded every day by music and musicians. I also know the struggle of being a musician with mental health needs. I know that struggle from being able to get a resource to be able to help with that journey, I cannot imagine not feeling like I have access to resources. So, for World Mental Health Day, if you're so inclined, I suggest that you donate to the Music Health Alliance. There will be some links that I will put up to that. But thank you for listening. Thank you for caring about music and musicians and mental health, and listening to my now almost 6 minute talk on this is something I'm particularly passionate about. I do write about things that I've dealt with in my own life because I don't want people to feel alone. I want them to feel connected through music, and also with the recognition that people need to be able to have access to get help. We don't talk about mental health enough, particularly in the US. There's often a lot of stigmas around it. And it is hard to get access to resources. It does cost quite a bit of money to be able to get access to therapy. It just does. There are resources where that cost can be greatly reduced, and Music Health Alliance is one of those resources and outlets for musicians to be able to get access to those resources. So thank you again. I hope you can do something thoughtful for yourself for World Mental Health Day. I hope that you're able to do something kind for somebody else. Often that is a way to lift a spirit and elevate our own moods. This is my way of giving back for today. Thank you.